The height of foolishness, stupidity. That is what Edochie has gotten to. He recently came out to insult himself and obviously Judy Austin by calling out those that have been telling him the truth, by calling out subscribers, calling out our fans, calling out our family and families, I mean social media in-laws, calling out doctors, professors, I mean religious clerics, people who are highly educated, people who have high IQ, much more than him, calling out both old and young. He said that they are witches and they are walking demons. These are the words of Edochie. Why? Because he decided to present himself foolishly to the public. He kept on nagging, he kept on dragging everyone on social media, trying to explain why, trying to kind of confuse people. And people said, no, we cannot be confused. He was left alone. He kept back to back doing the same thing. And that is when we woke up to correct him a little. And you know the journey. I really appreciate everyone that has dropped comments here and there. People who have advised me. And also people who welcomed Sarah Martins. And obviously we are still looking at her. We are still looking at her. Our eyes are not closed yet. One eye is open. One eye is closed because we are not sure. And people have said one or two things to Judy Austin, Judy Balabala, Enugu bag of rice, whatever name you've given to her. And the elephant in the room, Mr. Edochie, well, he said that we do not know anything. He said that we are foolish people. I'm not making this up. He actually wrote this. He wrote about 4 pages. And in each of this page, he started berating, insulting, cursing, and saying all sorts of things, saying that he's being bullied and that no one knows what he went through whilst he was married to May. And I asked myself, if you went through all of this, why are you pressing? Why did you refuse to sign the divorce at the beginning? If you claim that you went through hell and that hell is the reason why you ran out to embrace heaven, why didn't you just sign quickly? You could have even called your lawyer, notarized your lawyer, and say, look, lawyer, I give you the power of attorney. Please sign on my behalf. I don't even want to be around her. Just sign and let her go. You kept on struggling. You even went as far as, with your Juju Austin to hack her business account, all because you are jealous of her success. You are not happy that a lot of people came through for her. You are not happy that a lot of people supported her. You are not happy. You just cannot imagine. You are so full of yourself. You felt and you thought that this is a son of Pete Edochie. This is Edochie. Don't you remember that movie here? And oh well. Times have changed. No one is interested in those quack nonsense rubbish that you folks put on YouTube anymore. You're not making sense. Look at the industry. It has gone far. Look at Netflix. The Southwesterners are doing great things on Netflix. And those in the Southeast also that are doing things, and that's where you're coming from. Majority of you continue doing movies that don't make sense. You continue doing the repetition. Godfather of the drug lord, father of the witches and wizards, and the heaven came down. You keep repeating the same. And Edochie, where are you? Well, Edochie said he's no longer interested in this movie of a thing. Obviously, he has lost glory. He has lost traction. No endorsement anymore. He's being billed here and there. He's being dragged to the court. Bring money for this, bring money for that, or breach of contract. And he said, you know what? The best for me now is to jump into politics. I want to be governor of my state. I want to be this. I want to be that. That is all that Edochie is interested in. Unfortunately, Edochie is a man that puts the cart before the horse. I don't know how the cart can pull the horse. It is so foolish of him. He's the only one that I know that foolishly, stupidly is campaigning for someone who has already won an election. Anyway, let us go to the major story that hit our desk. You see, Yul Edochie is just a serpent, a scorpion, or whatever you want to call him. He thinks he's cunning. He thinks he's a fox. He has been chatting up May, trying to kind of first play this pity party. When that did not work, he's beginning to act like he's for May. Like, don't listen to those people out there. They are just trying to create this and that. Don't mind them. They do not know this and that. Now, when he realizes that none of these things are working, he will go on his own page and begin to write once again. Now, there are people who have said that he's not the one writing many of these things, that it is Judy Balabala, a Enugu bag of rice. They say she's a barrel-chested, endowed, whatever. They say she's the one that is actually writing all of these things and not Yul Edochie. Well, it could be, but we care less. We care less because he has to be responsible. Enough of throwing stones only at Judy. Yul Edochie is also part of it. Now, he went on saying that May should not listen to her friends, that majority, in fact, if not all of them, are not married, they are separated, they are divorced, and that those that are suggesting and advising her on social media are divorced, they are not married. This is how foolish this man can be. Now, look at the caliber, the type of successful women that May has associated with. Look at those that she's associating with compared to the type of people that Judy Austin is associating with. Okay, let us even look at the man who is giving advice, suggesting and saying, don't do this, don't do that. Let us look at the man himself. Have you seen any successful person, any real person that is with him till date? No, everyone has left him. His friends that are married, their wives have called them and said, look, I don't suspect you. Do you know that even when I suspect you, I just overlook it because I know that you are a man with a good head on your shoulder. If you continue hanging out with this guy, there will be trouble. These men, to make sure that their home is in peace, to make sure that there is harmony, they quickly cut off from Yul Edochie like, man, take your cancer far away from us. We do things, but it's like this, your own is too much. You do your own senselessly. You did not protect your home front. You embrace the outside. Regardless of what you're going through, if you want to break from a marriage or whatever it is, and there is a way you will go about it, not this way. These men say, no, we don't want to be part of your toxic, lifestyle. So, Mr., you said that we are into your matter and it does not concern us, and that we should mind our business. That you've said a lot of terrible things. You said a lot of terrible things to respectable people on social media. And I'm sure that they are going to give you your response. But the question I want to ask you is this. Why are you sending message secretly to May? That's the question we want to ask you. Publicly, you're against May. You've written a lot of things. You are saying that you don't want to talk, but you are talking that do we know what you went through, what you've been going through all through these years, married to that woman, and why you decided to take the decision you took? Do we know what's happening? What is our business? This and that. Why are you sending message to a woman that is no longer your wife? Why? And why did you invite us into this matter at the beginning of it? You invited us into it because a lot of people probably might be wondering why we decided to take this up. It is this man. He brought us into it. He brought bloggers into it. He brought a lot of people into it. He brought his fans into it. He kept pressing. When people did not respond, this man will start with analysis of King Solomon. When people did not respond to his King Solomon, he started talking of the blessings of polygamy. When people did not respond to the so-called blessings of polygamy, started pointing at me. Can't we see how endorsement is coming? Things are changing our life financially, that this is not how it was before. Trying to tell us that May was broke. But all of a sudden, because he decided to bring another woman, the doors of blessings opened. Like, seriously? They play. This man, I have never seen a man, he's always on colos, like he's eye on something 24 hours. Because anytime he speaks, anytime he writes, he talks like someone who is not in his right senses. At first, we were thinking because he was locked inside of a bottle. But we realized later that this is who he is. It's just that he could not manifest this foolishness, this useless character of his. He couldn't perform any of this because May is a woman of class. So May will not tolerate this stupidity on social media. So, Mr., you have found the right person for you. You and Judy Austin, you both match yourself. The kind of attitude and character that she exhibits, both of you match yourself. The way you talk, like, you talk like you are a tout on the streets. The way both of you act on the streets when you claim that you are doing your skit or whatever it is that you are doing. The way both of you behave, you match yourself. And that's the best thing. Both of you match yourselves. So stay together, stick together. Stop sending messages to May, because we have decided to be the mouthpiece of May. End of story. So that is the reason why we are here. We have decided to be a mouthpiece. It's as simple as ABC. Since you claimed that we are accusing you that you are involved in the RIP of your son, Kambili Chukwu, that you know nothing about it. In fact, writing about it, that you know nothing about it, is already a sign that there is a lot that you know. Okay, if you don't know anything about it, is this how fathers behave when their son passes away? Would they sit down in the car with one strange woman, okay, let's say she's your wife or whatever, and start singing love song? Like, seriously? I've never seen this kind of thing before. Singing love song. You're not even maybe playing. Let's say you say you're a religious person, you're a Roman Catholic or whatever. You start looking for some Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us, or some rosary quotation or verses or some chant or whatever. Maybe we would have felt like, oh, this guy is just finding solace in his faith, in his belief, in his religion. No, he started playing some love song with Juju Austin, and I said, wow, like, seriously? Well, I don't know your advice for this man, Edochie. Please drop it in the comment section. And also, please, very important, because May comes here to read comment, please give your candid opinion and advice, because Edochie is seeing the prosperity, the success that he's aware of, that is afraid to combine with. Jealous. Is seeing it now, shining much more brighter. Like how the scriptures of the Christians says that the devil is roaming from the length and breadth of the world like a wounded lion, seeking for who to devour.